Hi, everybody. Welcome to Swain County High School and Boys Dietz Field here on this Friday night. We have clouds in the area. We've had some sprinkles of rain, but most importantly, we have football coming up and a new time. We're going to be kicking off at 7 o'clock tonight as the Madison High School Patriots are in town. And if you look back, a lot of people realize this is a game that was basically washed out because of Helene, the storm. We actually rescheduled it a couple of times, but there was a lot more damage in Madison County than, for example, we had here in Swain County. So that's why we're playing this tonight. The North Carolina High School Athletic Association gave us an extra week. So we're playing this tonight. We'll have Robbinsville next Friday night to wind up the regular season before the playoffs start here in the 1AA division. Madison coming in, one win on the season with a win over Rosman 9-0, as our Maroon Devils are looking for win number 1 here tonight against Madison County. Right now, though, let's see what Coach Sherman Holt has to say on this week's edition of the Maroon Devil Coaches Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Coaches Show here on the Maroon Devils Network. I'm Addison McLeod and I'm here with head football coach Sherman Holt, and we are so excited to have you guys back, so let's just get started. So these last few weeks we have played really well and shown a lot of improvement as a team. So how do you think the team is holding up and making progress?
Well, I think it's a testament to our kids of, battling adversity and being able to stick with something. And even though times are hard, we've suffered a lot of injuries. We've struggled at times to play well. In the last 2 weeks, we've played a whole lot better against a really good Murphy team, a really good Cherokee team, and we've shown improvement. And so I'm just proud of our kids and the way that they continue to show up every day, the way they continue to be here for their teammates. And we always say they're brothers. And, so we've been pleased with how hard that they've worked. And, our coaching staff has worked extremely hard to try to develop or scheme a game plan that puts our kids in the most successful situations. And so the last 2 weeks there's been glimpses of really good football play. And so that's been good for us, trying to get better. And that's always what we're going to try to do, develop and continual growth throughout the season. And I know it's not showed up in the win column yet, but our kids have practiced and prepared really, really hard. And we're real excited about just getting another opportunity this Friday night.
All right. And what have been your favorite highlights from these past few games?
So, Zeke Gillespie the last couple of games has been a real big offensive presence for us. And, against Murphy, I think he rushed for 115. Against Cherokee, I think he had 130 all-purpose yards. And so seeing him kind of flourish and gain a little confidence and being able to manipulate defenses, that's been a good plus. Our offensive and defensive lines have played very, very well. I think they've been, a cornerstone for us all year, that we can rely on them and they continue to work and get better. And so that's been a real good plus for us. And then, defensively, we've played really well. We've given up some points late in the game, and sometimes you feel like if we could just hunker down and finish that game. And that was our challenge to them this week is, hey, let's go finish one. And so that's been the focus, preparing for Madison, is trying to finish a game and put 4 quarters of football together. And we're playing some young kids. Freshman linebacker Colton Schuler, his first start in a football game was against a Murphy Bulldog team. So as a freshman, that's never easy. And so, but he's played tremendously well. Houston Hornbuckle playing Mike linebacker for us past 2 games has been, his amazing play last week at Cherokee. 2 interceptions. I think he had 8 tackles. And so, just seeing young kids step up and thrive. Blake Lambert, we've asked him to play some in the secondary as a freshman. And so just seeing some guys that when we started the season, not that we wasn't counting on them, we just didn't expect them to be starting. We thought maybe special teams or some, hit and miss. But, last week against Cherokee, we started 3 freshmen, either on offense or defense, I think 5 or 6 sophomores. And so our kids, have bought into whatever we got to do to win. We're going to do it. They've been very coachable. And, I'm just proud of how they haven't quit. I'm proud of how they still show up every day to practice, to work hard. And that's a testament to their character. That's a testament to, their commitment to not only their team but their school and community. And, we take a lot of pride in that on Friday nights representing Swain County High School.
All right, and lastly, what do you think we can expect out of this week's game with Madison?
Well, I know we've had a real good week of practice, and, our kids are excited to play, as always. Madison, they've went through a coaching change, mid-season, and then, with the hurricane and everything, they've been hit with a lot of adversity too. And so we've told our kids that we feel like they're going to play inspired, and, they get an opportunity to leave, Madison County to come over here to a place that wasn't as, devastated during the storm. And so it gets them out of that environment for a little bit. And so, I think you can expect Madison to play inspired. They're going to play hard. But we've just said, we're going to focus on us. We got to be able to execute our game plan. We got to be able to play really good defense, don't give up a lot of points, take care of the football on offense, try to make something happen in the special teams game. And so for us, it's more we're going to worry about us because we can control us. But we do expect Madison to come in here ready to play. And so we're excited that we get to play at home. We've been on the road the last couple of weeks, and it's always great when we get to play here at Memorial Stadium at Boyce Dietz Field.
All right. Well, that's all for the Coaches Show this week. Make sure to stay tuned for kickoff at 7 p.m., and let's head back up to the press box.
Fans, welcome back. As you can see, the Madison County Patriots warming up down in the end zone as they're getting ready, of course, for this non-conference makeup game that was scheduled when the storm Helene hit. And again, there was so much damage in Madison County and up around the Mars Hill area. It was really, really a tough situation there. But we're glad our folks are getting better up there. I know there's still a lot of work to do in Buncombe County, as Cody White, who's going to be on with us tonight, as he's very much aware of the damage over in Buncombe County where his brother Callan lives, as he's been involved in some of that. So a lot of counties still working, but things are getting better. And as they say, we're Western North Carolina strong. But Cody, I hope things are getting better with Callan. I know he's had a rough road over there.
They certainly are. I think everything's getting better. I think they're starting to open things back up and the practices and everything like that. But it was a tough road to hoe there for a little while.
Oh, no question about it. Madison County had the same situation, and they say things are getting better there, even though there are some roads that still are going to take a long time to get back to a passable situation. But tonight, Madison County coming in, 1 win. They beat Rosman 9-0 earlier this year. Maroon Devils are looking for win number 1. And the last couple of weeks, I've just seen our offense get more effective and get better, and hopefully we can get over that hump tonight.
And that's what you have to do. It's tough to have a season like this. I played in a season like this, and really all you have to do is just you want to keep getting better. Keep progressing, keep your head down, nose to the grindstone, and just make sure that every single week you're progressing at something and building a good foundation. You don't want to discard the seniors or anything like that, but you got to build a good foundation for next year, and hopefully the underclassmen are learning in these last few weeks of the season.
Oh, no question about it. On one side, I think our defense has been very solid. We've had some good defensive line play. It's hard for people to run between the tackles against us. On the flip side of that, our offense has struggled. We've experimented with multiple quarterbacks, but the last couple of weeks, Zeke Glaspie has really been running the ball well. So, hopefully things are going to continue to progress here tonight against Madison County. And even though we're glad they're over here, we can hopefully send them back home with a loss.
Yeah, we're glad they're here. We're glad that we're able to reschedule this football game from earlier on in the year, and we're glad that they're able to take place in this. But at the same time, we got to love a win.
Oh, no question about it. Fans, stay tuned. We're going to take a break down the line. Then we'll come back and talk about some all-conference selections from volleyball and golf when we come back in just a minute. Fans, welcome back. It's going to be a big day tomorrow down in Kernersville, North Carolina, as our Maroon Devil girls and boys are going to be competing for a state championship. I think if our girls win, it's going to be maybe the fourth one in a row. And Cody White, that's impressive when you can win 4 state championships in a row in any sport.
In any sport, and it's amazing that our girls have been able to not only win it 4 years, stay healthy for 4 years, stay together for 4 years, and then continue that streak. It's an absolute amazing thing to see, and we're really, really proud of those girls and what they can do.
No question about it. I kind of feel for the school system as and our school board because, man, I tell you what, just being totally honest and maybe a little funny, but that's a lot of rings you got to buy.
It is a lot of rings, and we always talk about that and say, hey, look, but if we're going to have a problem, that's a good problem to have.
Amen.
You know what? We got to find money because we got to continue to pay for state championship rings. There's a lot of schools around here that have never said those words, and we love having that problem. So
you're right. If that's the problem you want, that's a good one to have. Talking about some award winners, we want to say congratulations to some volleyball special people. I know our volleyball ended a few days ago down at Asheboro, North Carolina against URA Charter after we had won that first round game. And here's our Lady Devil all-regional selections. And what a good group here, Cody. We see Kennedy Anthony, Kaylee Parker, and Gracie Sutton, and man, they had great years.
They did have they had great years. This was a great year. They were able to put some things together. You know, it is disappointing. It's always tough playing charter schools as 1A public schools, but nonetheless, they were there. They showed up. They did a great job, and these ladies deserve all the recognition.
No question. I've got to give Coach Sale and Coach Marr some credit because, you know, we started off a little slow out of the gate, so to speak, in conference play. But these girls and this team got better and were really playing their best volleyball at the end of the year.
Right at the end of the year, which is, you know, that's good. That shows progression, and that's great for those that are still there and going to be coming up as upperclassmen next year, that they'll have that momentum to build on for next year.
You know, they had a really great match at Cherokee High School. Cherokee losing, of course, matter of fact, last night to Polk County. Polk County is the defending State 1A volleyball champion, so nothing to be ashamed of there. But our Lady Devils pushed Cherokee to 5 sets, and that's something that Cherokee had not seen much all year because they're really good.
Right, yeah, Cherokee, you talk about having a group of athletes too. Cherokee's got them right now, coming off a state championship win in basketball, and that same group of girls are now playing in volleyball. But we held our own, we pushed them as far as we could, and that was a great turnout and great show for everybody.
It really was, and we upset number 2 Hayesville in that Smoky Mountain Conference tournament as well. Now moving to a different sport, talking about various sports, our women's golf team kind of made history this year. We competed in some of the regional matches, and here's our Lady Devil All Smoky Mountain Conference selection, Lola Collins. So a big year for her.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Lola. Lola's a cousin of mine. Congratulations to her for coming out there and playing golf like that, and I'm glad of the program. This is amazing here. We just started the women's wrestling. We now have the golf, and this is an amazing thing for these girls to be able to go out there and compete in different sports, broaden horizons, do what they want to do, and we're really glad that we have these things. And congratulations again to Lola.
Oh, no question about it. Now I've heard your dad talk about his golf game, so I've got to believe that Lola could probably make him look bad.
Yeah, I think she could probably make us all look bad at this point.
But congrats again. Here's our honorable mention players in golf, and also in volleyball. Look at that. Brinkley Edge in volleyball, Maya Burroughs Kerr in golf, Karina Klein in golf, and Jaden Smiley in golf. So, hey, their future's bright.
Absolutely. This is great. I love seeing the recognition for all these young ladies.
They have had a great year, and as you mentioned, golf is so new. Women's golf is so new here at Swain County High School. You know, they really are growing fast.
Yeah, really fast, and you're having to adapt very quickly because this is not something that has normally been obviously a traditional sport for Swain County and for women's golf, and we're enjoying it. It seems like the other schools are coming around us. Cherokee's doing the same thing, and it's really good. I like seeing that diversity in sports programs.
You know, and I tell you, as you know, anybody that's ever played golf can tell you it is a tough sport.
It is a mind game, that is for sure.
Fans, stay tuned. We've got more coming up. Now, don't forget, coming up at 7 o'clock, it's going to be kickoff time tonight. Kickoff at 7 o'clock tonight instead of the regular 7:30. So you'll want to tune into the game. And if you're not a subscriber on the Maroon Devils Network, you need to do that. If yours ended, as you know, today is November 1st. So roll over your subscription, and you'll get some more football, and then it'll roll right over into basketball later here in the month of November. And it's only $5.99. I mean, that's cheaper, I think, than you can pay at the gate. That's one of the best deals around.
Yeah, it's all month long, and you can get any sport all month long. It's great.
That's it. It's like Joe Holt said, and he's right. He said, that's cheaper than a fast food meal at your favorite fast food restaurant.
Yes, for sure.
So roll over your subscription, and that way you can tune in to the game at 7 o'clock tonight. And now let's go to Toby Burrell, who has a special announcement for Madison County.
From school-age children in their coverage areas to be given to communities who are heavily impacted. Tonight, it is our honor to present these letters to Mr. Toby Anderson, the principal of Madison High School. Dear friends from Madison County, we want you to know that you continue to be in our thoughts and prayers, and tonight we are not Maroon strong, we are mountain strong.
Okay, are you still there? Okay, we're going to come back and then you can throw it to, well, actually I'm going to play a video. And then you guys can throw it to the game, okay? Let me do this video. Join today. By becoming a member of MDN Live, you will have access to all live broadcasts of Maroon Devils athletics for the low price of $5.99 per month. That means you will be able to watch varsity volleyball, men's soccer, and varsity football for an entire month. If you allow your subscription to continue throughout the year, you will be able to watch varsity men's and women's basketball, wrestling, women's soccer, softball, and baseball. All proceeds from this subscription service go directly to Swain Athletics to help offset the growing costs of providing multiple sporting opportunities for our student athletes. So for less than the cost of a kid's meal at your favorite fast food joint, you'll be providing critical support to our student athletes each month while enjoying countless hours of Swain County athletics live. It's truly a win-win situation. Become a member today and do your part to help keep Swain County athletics the best it can be.
High school football. Fans, welcome back on this Friday night as we'll try to get the sound on here. And there's the sound. Thank you. And we appreciate our folks up top keeping us in good sound and in good pictures as well, as you can watch it here on the Maroon Devils Network as we're talking about it on the pregame show. Madison County now going back into the locker room. Our Maroon Devils back in, and now the band and the cheerleaders and the flag corps getting ready to come back out. But Cody, Toby Burrell talked about something that I think is really special. In the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, our community was hit harder than our friends in Madison County, and no community was hit harder than Madison County. And in the wake of Helene, State Farm insurance agencies across the eastern portions of North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia collected letters from school-aged children in their coverage areas to be given to communities who were heavily impacted. And tonight, it was our honor to present these letters to Mr. Toby Anderson, the principal of Madison High School, and to our friends from Madison County who might be watching or listening on the Maroon Devils Network. We want you to know that you continue to be in our thoughts and prayers. And tonight, we are not Maroon strong, we are Mountain strong. And I think that says a lot, that people here understand and want the best for folks who have been impacted.
Absolutely. The sports that we do, the things that we do are all part of competition, but at the same time, when the clock hits zero or beforehand, we're all still living in the same place. We're all still good friends, and we have to look out for each other. And so it's good to have the competition, but it's good to remember, too, that at the end of the day, we're all friends and family here in the mountains of western North Carolina.
Yeah, you're right. I talked to your dad last week about this. We were talking off the air about the speech he gave to you guys at one of the state playoff games about us being mountain. And our players being mountain, our coaches being mountain, and obviously Madison County being mountain. And I think there's a lot to that a lot of people are very proud of being mountain.
Absolutely. And if you go anywhere else in the state, and they can tell you there's that they certainly dread coming here to play because of the way we play and the tenacity we play, but also the camaraderie that we play with. And so there is certainly something to do with just being from the mountains. It's a little bit different.
No doubt. Of course, over on the Western Highlands, 1A, 2A, and that's where Madison County is a member in their conference. That is a tough conference, especially the top two teams, because we've played them, especially Mitchell. We have a long kind of a history with them. They're 3-0. Mountain Heritage, many people feel, might be the best team in the mountains at any level. They're 2-0 and 6-0 overall. Now, they're going to be playing tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So you talk about a big conference game between Mitchell and Mountain Heritage on a Saturday afternoon with two undefeated teams.
Absolutely. That's going to be a tough one, and I know they're going to be there. That's where everybody's going to be tomorrow. That's going to be the game of the week and possibly the game of the year for those two teams.
No question. Right behind them is Drawn at 2-1 in conference play. Avery County 1-1. Madison right there at 1-2 in conference play. Their win over Rosman earlier in the year is, again, a tight 9-0 win. Owen is 0-2. Rosman is 0-3. But again, Mitchell and Mountain Heritage, we've played Mitchell in the regular season and in the playoffs, so we know the tradition that those folks have up there.
Absolutely, and it's a tradition just like ours. They're tough, they're gritty, and so if you go up there and play, you got your hands full.
No question. Just don't let Joe Holt drive, because he'll get us in trouble and pull over up there. Yeah, your dad knows that story well.
Get you a ticket from somebody.
But now looking at the Smoky Mountain Conference, we looked at Madison County's conference, the Western Highlands 1A, 2A, and it is a split conference. Of course, our Smoky Mountain Conference, big game tonight for the top spot. Murphy is 4-0. They're hosting Cherokee, who is right behind at 3-1. And Robbinsville is off tonight, but they're going to be here at Swain next Friday. So if you look at the crazy possibilities, I know Murphy's a favorite, but if Cherokee wins and Robbinsville wins out, there could be a three-way tie.
There could be, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not counting Cherokee out of anything. They have the athletes, they have the capability to certainly beat Murphy and pull that off. So it very well could happen. It's
it's not been that long ago when Swain, Cherokee, and Murphy had to share the conference title. I think we had to go up there and flip a coin.
Yes.
That's when Kent Briggs was at Cherokee. So we know about those three-way ties.
Oh, there's been a lot of times that we've had to go right here in this field house and flip a coin, after a football game just to figure out who's going to be in the tie.
Now, right behind them, of course, Andrews at 1-3, Hayesville 1-3, and Maroon Devils at 0-4 in conference play. But again, Murphy and Cherokee, big game tonight in the Smoky Mountain Conference standings. Fans, stay tuned. More coming up on the Maroon Devils Network.
Okay, we're actually not coming back to this broadcast. So we're not coming back. Yeah.